Hi, Brad. I know you guys had trouble shooting the ball, but they got into the paint real early against you, and you seem to be chasing them from there. Just
Yeah.
what happened?
No, I think our issue, clearly you can always point to the shot making, but that was the best we played offensively all year, as far as getting shots and moving the ball and working for the right ones. On a good shooting night, that could have been a 35-assist night. Our issue at the start of the game was providing, enough physical resistance defensively. And, when the other team sets the tone that way, I think that's hard to come back from. And they did a great job of that. They were very physical. Their length bothered us. But even when we got stops, they got some putbacks, and we just have to clean that stuff up.
Against Vucevic, miss Aaron Baines in this game?
Well, I think Vuce is a good player, and he puts you in a tough spot because of the way he's shooting the ball. And so, do you just always return with a big? If you do that, then he's going to shoot it wide open. And if you switch or late switch, better to be physical like Smart was at the end of the first. Otherwise, it's lights out in there. And so, I think ultimately he's a good player. Obviously, we're better with Baines, but that's not an excuse tonight.
Coach, you're a week in now. How do you feel the starting lineup is looking as far as defensive communication and not getting stuck, getting caught into rotation, being able to everyone know where they're supposed to be going on different switches and re-switches?
I don't look at it as starting lineup, second unit. Everybody plays. Everybody's got a job to do, and we have to just improve as a group.
Brad, are guys pressing out there? It just seemed like the second half. it was.
You mean from making shots? Sometimes when you
yeah.
don't make it early and there's, you can kind of feel the tension. That's part of it, but got to learn to deal with it, and a lot of times if you just kind of stay the course and you play the right way physically, then you can make up for it. But we weren't able to do that tonight.
And the three-point shooting from the preseason's kind of carried over.
Yeah, but tonight was the first time we were really moving it. Tonight was the shot distribution, as far as like how we were generating looks. We were touching the paint, the ball was flying around. We were really working to get good shots, and so that's the good part. I think that inevitably, it tells you kind of where we are. That's our best offensive game thus far, as far as execution-wise. But that's the reality of it, and we have to improve.
Going with Robert there, obviously for a short stint. What kind of led you to call him, and what have you?
They played double bigs. They played Bamba and Vuce together, and so that was an opportunity for us to play double bigs and play Al at the four. I thought Robert could give us a little bit of a jolt before we put Tyson in the game, and I thought he did.
What have you seen from him in general? It's obviously his first appearance.
Works really hard. He's got a lot to learn, but will quickly because he's eager and he works hard at it.
Going back to the ball movement, there was a lot of very aggressive passing going in and out of the lane, even if sometimes it gets maybe a little hectic or sometimes balls get deflected. Is that a good sign, do you think, overall for the health of the offense?
Anytime that we can get paint touches and try to get layups or wide open kickouts and extra pass threes, I think that's what the whole league is searching for, and we're no different. They made it tough to get layups with their length at the basket, and they made it tough with their the longer you miss shots, the more condensed the defense gets, the more packed in they get, and so that's kind of the way that game was going tonight.
Brad, you can only tell your guys as much about an opponent, but they didn't take this team for granted. But there's not a lot known about Orlando. They're a team they're young, obviously athletic. Is this kind of a lesson learned?
No, I thought. I thought. I'm not into prognosticating or politics. We have jobs with scoreboards, so Orlando's better than Boston right now. We'll find out if we get any better.